Blood, guts, gore, extreme violence, pain, more blood. These are the things that Terrifier wants to show you a lot of. And if you're anything like me, watching these things for no meaningful reason is a hard sell. Yet even though this movie seems doomed from its conception, I somehow don't hate it, and I want to explain why that is. Terrifier has all the hallmarks of a terrible exploitation flick. It has no story. Two girls end up in a warehouse and are chased by an evil clown, that's about it. The characters are just undeveloped pieces of meat waiting to be slaughtered by the killer, and the decisions that the characters make again and again are so stupid it boggles the mind. And yet, because of the talent of director Damien Leone, the movie does things that elevate it above the trash heap where it should belong. For instance, the movie looks much better than you would expect a trashy grindhouse movie to look, and I appreciate that. The practical gore effects are so creative that even though I usually object to pointless kills, even I have to admit that these are pretty great. And there are also just little things like the addition of the opening scene, which I love, that just serve to make the movie much better than it has any right to be. But above all that, the thing that makes this movie stand out is the character of Art the Clown, who is one of the greatest slasher villains of all time. The balance of horror and humor that he strikes is absolutely perfect. The way he kills people is so brutal that even though I don't really care about the characters he's going after, the movie still manages to generate some tense moments thanks to this character. But as threatening as he is, he's also hilarious, mostly due to the great performance of David Howard Thornton under the makeup. The funny faces he makes and the physical comedy of certain scenes had me laughing out loud multiple times. So with all of those elements at play, I wish I could give this movie a positive review. But I can't quite do that because, like I said earlier, this is still a bad movie at its core. You can decorate the corpse with as many great practical effects as you want, but at the end of the day, if it's still a corpse, that's what really matters. Terrifier is a somewhat fun, bad movie that leaves me with hope for what Damien Leone does next, but it isn't really an experience that I can recommend to anyone besides the most bloodthirsty gorehounds. In my opinion, it's a 5 out of 10.